Welcome to the Wha-khem universe, where fan theories come to life, hidden details get uncovered, and your favorite worlds get even more exciting. Let's dive in. Let's talk about one of the most dangerous theories fans have come up with for James Gunn's upcoming DCU. That Damian Wayne, Bruce Wayne's son and the new Robin, wasn't just raised by the League of Assassins. He was personally trained by Deathstroke. Yeah, that Deathstroke. The guy who's gone toe-to-toe with Batman, Nightwing, Green Arrow, and basically every other DC hero. Now, this theory is gaining traction fast, especially with Batman the Brave and the Bold coming up and James Gunn confirming that this Robin is Damian Wayne. And if you know anything about Damian's comic history, you know he's been trained to kill since birth. But what if it wasn't just Ra's al Ghul and Talia pulling the strings? What if Slade Wilson, deadliest mercenary alive, was the one sharpening the blade? Here's why it fits perfectly into the new DCU. First off, Slade and the League of Assassins already have a deep history in the comics. He's been contracted by them multiple times, and it wouldn't be a stretch at all to imagine a version where he becomes an elite trainer or assassin for hire embedded with the League, especially during Damian's early childhood, when he's being molded into a living weapon. Imagine Damian as a 7 or 8-year-old learning to fight from a man who believes in efficiency, pain, and survival above everything else. Not just martial arts, but psychological warfare, precision kills, tactical deception. That training would shape his worldview way more than anything Talia or Ra's taught him. So by the time Bruce finally meets his son in The Brave and the Bold, he's not just inheriting a kid who's been trained by assassins. He's dealing with a boy molded in the image of Batman's greatest rival. Now that changes everything. That adds a psychological layer to the father-son dynamic. Bruce isn't just trying to bond with Damian, he's actively trying to deprogram him, trying to replace Slade's voice in his head. That's not just hard, it's dangerous. Because Slade didn't just teach Damian how to kill. He likely taught him why to kill, when to show mercy, when not to, how emotions are weaknesses in the field. And this all opens the door to some incredibly emotional storytelling. Picture this. A flashback scene mid-film showing a young Damian sparring with Slade being pushed to the brink in the League's underground compound. No safety gear, no holding back. Slade telling him, "Your father hides behind honor, but honor won't keep you alive." Then cut to the present. Damian hesitating before delivering a blow in a fight because Bruce told him not to kill. The tension writes itself. And if you really want to crank the heat up, have Slade come back? Maybe not as a full-on villain, but as someone who sees Damian's shift toward heroism as betrayal. A man who wants to reclaim his student. Or worse, prove that Bruce Wayne can't change what's already been carved into Damian's soul. That Damian will always be his weapon. Now imagine the build-up to that confrontation. A new Deathstroke versus Batman fight, with Robin caught in the middle. And this wouldn't be a basic fists and gadgets kind of battle. It'd be mental. Slade would tear into Batman's psyche, challenging his methods, his morals, even his right to raise Damian. And all the while, Damian has to figure out who he really is. Is he Slade's creation or Bruce's son? Does he go back to what he knows? The control, the certainty, the power that Slade's world offers? Or does he stick with his father and the uncertainty of becoming something better, even if it means walking away from the only form of love and mentorship he's ever known? Either way, it's clear this storyline would be emotional, intense, and deeply personal. It's not just about action, it's about identity. And that's what would make Slade training Damian the perfect storm in the new DC universe. It connects the past, the present, and the future. It makes Deathstroke more than just a villain. It makes him a ghost from Damian's past that refuses to go away. And it gives us one of the most emotionally charged storylines DC has ever explored. If James Gunn leans into this theory, Batman, The Brave and the Bold might not just be a father-son story, it might be a full-on war for Damian's soul. Thanks for tuning in to the Wha-khem universe. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, peace.